Yes.
Hi friends, here we are with Nicole as a guest star today. We are on a podcast at home. We decided to lay in bed as we hang out because this is our favorite activity together. Nicole, how do you feel about our hangout today?
Oh, I love hanging out in bed doing nothing. Because sometimes when you hang out with friends, it can feel a little bit draining, but when we do this, it feels like I'm at home.
Yes, we wanted to talk to you guys today about our 2023 year and our 2024 goals. We started the year grumpy, but we're ending it really positive.
Yeah, and I was also saying earlier that it's good to enter 2024, or even just the new year in general, with like a good mindset, leaving behind, you know, old emotions, and just like, I feel like having a positive outlook on things really sets the tone for your day and for what the rest of your life is going to be like. And yeah, I think 2024 is about new beginnings.
My goal for 2024, obviously I have endeavored into this new hobby of posting on YouTube. I want to do that every week. I am allowing myself, because you have to be quite lenient on yourself, can't be too hard, allowing myself 1 week a month where I don't post, just in case I get, you know, creativity block. I think that's fair. And then, yeah, it's not like a number goal where I want this many subscribers or this many, you know, whatever. But just to do it, I think is a good goal.
I like that goal.
Thank you, thank you.
My goal in 2024 is to try something new. I feel like as I get older, I'm like nearing 30.
Damn.
Out of everyone.
Damn!
Yeah. And I don't know, I feel like life nowadays, like everyone's feeling so burnt out.
Truly.
And I feel like they aren't very like satisfied with life, and you know, I feel like that way too sometimes, but I just want to kind of branch out and try something else, you know. I don't always have to pick up so many shifts at work and burn myself out doing that. I'd rather kind of put that energy towards maybe trying a new hobby. So lately I've been really into like plants.
Oh yes,
I really want to try growing my plants and then eventually propagating them and selling them.
Ooh.
And then I also wanted to try sugaring at one point.
Oh
which
yes,
I still do. Because I feel like a lot of my family and friends, they have told me that they would get sugared by me. I mean, my goal for that isn't to like turn it into like a full-blown business or anything, but I genuinely want to learn how to sugar, so not only I can do it on myself, but I feel like I want to convert so many of my family and friends into sugaring, because it has changed my life. Like, it's so much better than shaving and waxing.
Wow.
So that's something I want to do. It's like, I think the course itself is like a 2-day course.
Oh, that's not bad.
Or even it might be 1 day.
Oh,
but yeah.
even better.
Yeah, I want to do that. So 2024 goal is to try new things.
Trying new things, investing in ourselves, you know, giving that time to ourselves. Why are we living to work when we really just work to live, you know?
Right?
Right? That, like Nicole was saying, Andrea was saying, some of his coworkers have such a high amount of savings and they're our age, blah, blah, blah. But,
yeah.
But at the same time, they live different lives than we do, you know?
Yeah.
Different family commitments, different lifestyle.
And that's the thing I also want to be like, I feel like I'm very open with my finances about like, or like with my friends and family and stuff. I feel like that transparency is very important, because I feel like a lot of the times people go on social media and see all these people like going on trips or like buying all these designer things, or you know, buying a new house or whatever, and they assume like, oh, they must have a lot of money, or they must have like such a good life getting to go out and do all these things, but like you really never know what else is going on.
Yes.
Even just like, again, like with different lifestyles, like some people, they really enjoy like going out to eat every time, and like personally for me, like I barely go out to eat. And I also like, I feel like in the past we used to travel a lot.
Yes.
Like you and I, we would go on a trip almost every year.
Yeah.
But then like nowadays it's like, as I get older, I like staying home.
Yeah.
And saving money.
Obviously, look at us, what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But yes. Yeah, and then one thing that like Linda said was that other people may have different levels of comfortableness with debt, you know? It's not that they have extra money to spend right now.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
how I would live my life. Like, if I have the money, then I will spend it. But if I don't have the money, I won't spend it. But people will be like, I could do what I want right now, and I could pay it off later, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just different stages of life, too, right? So it makes me look like, I'm like, oh my god, they're like only 20 years old, and they're already in like, doing an Asia backpacking trip. But then like, they just do it now, and they don't go for the rest of their mid-20s. Right? I didn't go in my early 20s, but now I'm gonna go in my mid-20s. And the pandemic. The fucking pandemic.
Oh yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So moral of the story is, do not compare your journey to anyone else's.
Yeah, it
whether
could be
it's
different.
like money-wise or like career-wise. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
again, like so many people are going through so many different things, and people only show the good stuff on social media. They don't show.
It's truly. But then when they do show the bad stuff, I'm always there like lurking. I'm watching. Oh yes, yes. I love that drama couple stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't wish it upon anybody for sure. Like that's evil. But then like, I don't know.
It's nice to know they're like an actual person, you know?
Yeah.
Some people I went to high school with, they're like full-blown like social media personalities and influencers now, and it's like really good. But also it's interesting when they post about like how not everything is rainbows and butterflies. So I like seeing them post stuff.
Yeah. This
about
makes
that.
it real. It's not that like I want to post on YouTube, but it's not that my goal is to make it large. I want to keep things because then that's why I like to put things in the background, and I like to watch myself talk. So that's why I like YouTube, because I want to keep these things and have it very easily accessible to watch it again.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
And like if you think about it, like these vloggers that we watch, like they're doing the same thing. Like I don't think their goal is to like make it big or anything. Like a lot of the time these people just do it for memories.
Yeah. And
And-
they just happen to have that community that helped them to get big, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
My other goals in 2024. Obviously, my life-wise, I would like to be engaged and married. So that's like working on that goal, right? Yeah. I have a timeline, I will say, and then this year it fits into the timeline, and then TJ and I, obviously we talked about it, and then he's on the same timeline, so that's what I'm looking forward to next year. If you asked me a year ago, I would have been, one of my reasons that I was so grumpy was that I felt like my life was moving so slow. No offense, TJ, but I was like, oh, the man's still in school, it's gonna be forever till he like finishes, but then he finishes like literally next week, and I was like, oh my god, I got here so fast, you know?
Yeah.
And then now that next year is here, and then that's when like more of our life plans are going to start like rolling. I'm like kind of scared. I'm like, damn, I should have spent last year not moping, but like getting more money for these plans that we have. But like it's whatever. And then life comes at you so fast, and then
It does.
don't be grumpy that something isn't here yet. It's gonna come, and it's gonna come really fast. Sometimes it feels like forever, but it did not take forever, I will say.
Yeah, and if you spend time worrying about something, there's like a saying where like you end up worrying twice.
Yeah, yeah. I forget how it goes, but I think I heard that too.
Yeah. It's like you just spend so much energy just like focusing on what could go wrong when you don't spend enough time on what could go right. So like, it actually turns out to be good. So
I think CJ said something that was like worrying is like taking like stealing from the time from right now or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't enjoy right now because you're worried about the future, and then you're gonna give the
you're
future.
not present.
Yeah, and then you're gonna give the future a second amount of time, because then when you're in the future and then it's the right now, you're gonna spend the time on it right now. So that's twice. So why don't you give the time for it right now?
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody's a bit more graceful with words, but you know the vibe.
Anyways, yeah.
You know the vibe. Seems like we're getting old, but I feel so young.
I know, like I'm still a child. Low-key, I'm still a child.
Yeah.
I was talking to my coworkers actually yesterday. We were saying that if I were to get pregnant, I'm like 28. It would be considered a teen pregnancy because I'm not ready.
Yeah, and you're married now, so it's not even a faux pas. You know? Yeah.
I feel like when you're older, you appreciate your parents so much more too. And like before, I remember when I was like a teenager, I would hate going out with my parents because I'm like, oh my god, what if someone sees us from school and we're like at the mall or whatever? But nowadays, like I like going shopping with my parents, I like spending time with them and showing them like new things.
Yeah, and they get excited.
Yeah, they're like, wow, like I didn't know this existed. It's like, well, you could have gotten it on Amazon. They're like, wow, and they're now discovering like the world of Amazon. It's actually really cute because my parents aren't very tech savvy at all. No, so that's very funny.
Yeah, it's frustrating when they like want you to do something on their phone though. I'm like, damn, mom, you're not gonna remember this. I showed you like this so many times.
Yeah.
Like, she's like, how do you open Facebook Market? And it's like, oh, I saw something on Facebook Market. Can you see if it's available? And I'm like, well, it's lost now because you didn't save it.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't know how to do that. I'm like, oh my god, I wish I never showed you Facebook Market.
Yeah, I think my parents just learned how to like screenshot something on their iPad. They would just take a picture of it on their phone.
Yeah,
That's how they screenshot something.
Hey man, this like middle-aged lady at work does that still.
Really?
Yeah, she takes a picture of her iPad on her phone and I laugh at her.
I should be getting an iPad soon, by the way.
Oh, yes, everybody's converting to be an iPad kid. I support.
Truly.
I support this lifestyle.
I call myself an iPad kid because I like putting YouTube on when I'm like getting ready and stuff. And, like, imagine, like, we have viewers and, like, they're doing the same thing. Like, they're eating or getting ready and they have us on in the background.
Yeah, exactly. That was my goal for it. As my first vlog, I was like, put me in the background to jibber jabber. Yeah. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.
Literally what we're doing.
My freaking YouTube titles for my past YouTube videos, it says digital diaries as the titles. I wrote digital dairies and nobody told me. And then
I didn't even notice. Well, now people want to search up like vlog diary or whatever. Now it's gonna pop up.
Yeah.
Now that you corrected it.
Yeah. Or if people are just looking into like things about cows, they would have found it too.
What else do you want out of life in 2024?
In 2024, I would like to be more confident in the choices that I want. I don't know why I need everybody's like confirmation and like everybody's like opinion. And sometimes I should just do it. Because if I thought that it's good for me, then it should be good for me, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is like me giving you like future advice, but like when you go wedding dress shopping, like don't go with a big group of girls. Yeah. They will sway your opinion.
I was like,
one person.
I was like, damn, Nicole, she bought her dress and I'll be like, whoa. I won't get that crying scene.
I know. I was sad too because like my mom wasn't there and I thought she was gonna be there. But at the same time, my mom doesn't like anything on me because she doesn't like how my chest is so large, and like she would wanted me to wear like a high neck kind of dress. I did not want to wear something like that. So I knew no matter what, even if she did come with me, she would not like any of the choices. So I don't know. I feel like your friends too, unless they're like super brutally honest, they'll be like, oh yeah, that looks nice.
Yeah, everything looks nice.
You know, like sometimes you just need. I would say just go with one person. I went with Andrel's cousin, that's Nicole, which at the time, I think we were just also getting to know each other kind of thing. So like she didn't really have like a biased opinion or whatever of what I liked or, yeah. Like I feel like she was honest with what looked good on me or not. I did try on like a long sleeve one and she said I looked like a child bride, which is
oh my god.
I'm like, I agree, I do look like a child bride. It was so bad, so I'm glad I did not go with a long sleeve dress.
I want to do one vlog where I'm on Pinterest and I'm like sharing my screen with you guys and then doing like a wedding board. And then I want to like compare my dream wedding or like what I want and then compare to what I ended up getting and seeing like that. Which is like something I want to do with this vlog too. In a year we'll rewatch this vlog and see if we agree with our old selves. I want to document that stage of my life. So that's why I wanted to start now. Because I feel like my life is, not that my life hasn't been good till now, but I feel like my life is going to be zooming forward in a lot of things and I won't be able to be in the moment sometimes, so I want to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another quote I actually read recently where it's like if you wait until you're good at something to do something, you'll never do it because you never start off good.
Yeah.
Anything ever.
Yeah, that's also why I want to start now because now editing, my skills are going to get better.
Exactly.
My things are going to get,
like you can't expect to be like good like right away.
No.
Yeah.
Yes, so that's exciting because I also wanted to like one of the biggest thing I wanted to do was do a Japan travel vlog. Ever since we started the pandemic and then CJ showed me his friends, Josh's, plug for Josh, his Japan vlogs, I'm like, I want to do something like that too, but I don't know like how yet. And then like here I am, you know, I'm gonna practice it. And then by the time I go to Japan, I'm gonna have lots of skills under my belt. And then more confidence to hold the camera and like be on camera.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then share it too. Because right now I'm sharing it with my spam page, right? But one day I will promo my YouTube on my main page or on my CJ's and my relationship page. I have a lot of Instagram pages. I really try to do Instagram, but I don't think it's for me. But
yeah. I also want to try putting myself out there more too.
Yes, I support Nicole. Nicole wanted to do a bag review, and I think she should still do it.
Yeah, I just haven't gotten around to filming it. I think it's just so fun to film like random videos. Like again, like the goal is not to become like a big like YouTuber or anything, but I feel like just I don't know, just putting it out there and like seeing other people comment on it is fun.
Yes, it's okay. I've never got a bad comment yet, but I'm nervous for it. But everybody's so nice on YouTube, like all the strangers that like watch my videos about my bags and stuff.
And I hate when like I'm looking for something and there's no reviews on it.
Yes.
So I appreciate reviews a lot.
Yes.
Especially video ones.
Like the way that I want to know things, the way that I ask questions is not the way anybody else asks questions. Like I ask for so many details, right?
Yeah, like very specific details.
Very specific details I ask.
Will this fit 2 phones?
Yeah.
Or approximately this dimension.
Yeah.
I go through phases where like I really like bags and I want more. Then I have other phases where I'm like, but I really like my Uniqlo like $20 bag.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah. My fucking bags from Shein and AliExpress. Yeah. I'm fucking carrying a backpack right now as my main bag. there are phases where I'm like, oh, do I want that bag? But then I look at the price and I'm like, oh, I can't.
I know, like I could pay for a whole ass trip.
Yeah.
Or other things. It could pay the mortgage.
I was telling Ray, I was like, I can't believe people pay for a mortgage. Like, I can't even buy one bag a month, and you're telling me a mortgage is about a bag a month? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, I was flabbergasted. Yeah, no, I think CG and I will be living between my parents' house and his grandparents' house for a while before we hopefully find the right house. Yeah.
And people will argue like, oh, if you never leave your parents' house or whatever, you don't grow up with those life skills like how to pay your own bills, blah blah blah. But you do though.
I pay my parents' bills. Let me just tell you guys that right now. Like, what I don't have in skill is cooking. My parents do that because they're good at it.
Yeah,
you know.
I don't like cooking. Parents don't need recipes. They just kind of.
Yeah, and also you just smell the meat if it's seasoned enough. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah, smell the raw meat.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not doing that. Hello, friends. The battery died, so then I had to put a new battery in. But anyways, we're gonna end it. But thank you, Nicole, for joining me on my channel today. What are your thoughts on this podcast theme that we had?
Oh, thank you for having me. And you know what? I just want to say that this was very unscripted.
Yes.
Like this is just us talking and having a conversation.
This is how we are.
So if you want more, then please let us know.
Subscribe.
This is unfiltered.
Yes, Nicole will make a YouTube channel so I could tag her in it one day.
Yeah.
Yes. We might be able to do these segments more. You know, if the weather's nice and the roads are good, I'll go to Nicole's house. Nicole will come to my house.
Yeah.
We'll do this more.
We'll make it like we'll make a hashtag out of it.
Yes,
or a
yes.
title
This would be a segment.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm thinking of a name still, but
let us know in the comments what you think we should name our podcast. But this is our very first makeshift setup. You're literally on a fucking laundry basket.
and we're in bed.
And we're in bed. My mic is my iPhone, and this mic's not even working.
Yeah, it's just for the vibe.
It's just for the vibes. But yeah, thank you for watching our podcast. Ta-da!